Should you play Warhammer Online? Depending on who you ask, it might be a tough sell to get someone into a 17 years old MMO, but when it comes to the Warhammer franchise, there aren't many options available to experience its fantasy setting and the old world. That's exactly what makes Warhammer Online stand out as something really special. Over the years, it's gathered a massive cult following with players who've stuck with it for over a decade, still calling it the best PvP MMO to this very day, and it continues to draw in many new fans regularly. So what is it that makes it so charming for so many? Warhammer Online, more known as Return of Reckoning now, is one of the MMORPGs out there featuring massive-scale PvP with hundreds of players on the battlefields, and perhaps it is one of the better executions of it to this very day, with systems that are being borrowed by other giants, such as World of Warcraft recently, but still not getting it quite right like Warhammer does. With the ability to PvP from the very first moment you step into it, there's never a moment without war in this world. Spanning across multiple lands and zones in the old world, from the Gates of Ekrun to the Cursed Lands of Talabheqland, but even the invasion of Ulthuan, players strive against each other for controlling more territories, for the realm of order, or destruction in a never-ending war. Nowadays, it is quite hard to get a proper MMO experience with hundreds of players on your screen and not be frustrated by the immense lag or massive FPS drops they cause, but the 17 years old Warhammer Online achieves just that, or at least does a fantastic job at attempting it despite its age, and it's still constantly being improved with significant upgrades to it, such as added Vulkan API just a couple of days ago. In the realm versus realm system of Return of Reckoning, there's always something to do, whether it is small-scale conflicts in battlegrounds over iconic locations, or massive forces clashing on open battlefields where you can enter into the fray solo, or join forces with an active warband led by one of your realm captains. In Warhammer Online, war is everywhere, and it is time to act. So the core of the gameplay is set and solid, but on top of it all is sprinkled the magic of Warhammer with all its unique style and world lore, elevating just another PvP MMO into something much more that players can connect with, creating their own stories, armor up like their favorite Warhammer miniatures, and be parts of the old world. The setting of the Warhammer universe has always been extraordinary, and Warhammer Online has done an excellent job at truthfully portraying it in every aspect, making it one of the best game choices out there for those looking to see more of the fantasy setting, which unfortunately has quite a limited selection as mentioned before. The character designs, how the world looks like, the several beautiful landscapes existing, everything is fun and worth exploring if you love Warhammer, and in Return of Reckoning, you can. Become a Swordmaster of Hoeth to protect Ulthuan, or maybe a Chaos Marauder of Tzeentch and burn the Empire. This world is full of choices all ready for you to explore. When most talk about Warhammer Online, it's going to be about PvP, but there's more than enough content available for all the PvE lovers and lore junkies too. As the war spans across multiple regions in the old world, so do the quests available to players. Each region features a vast amount of lore-rich quests and explorative missions helping you explore the lands and stumble into the coolest Warhammer locations that otherwise you would never see if you only PvP. Many of them still remain from the original release of Warhammer Online, and there's tons of additions from the Return of Reckoning team's PvE design team that adds more and more PvE content to also appeal to lore lovers and PvE players who love questing and doing dungeons more than bashing each other's skulls. Apart from the many hundreds of hours you can spend questing, unlocking your Tome of Knowledge and its lore, the dungeons of Warhammer Online also await you to explore, such as the filthy depths of Mount Gumbad, the poisonous Balrog burrows, or the mighty Khorne's bastions there. And the future? There are brand new dungeons and content being released, and the game is still very much under active development by a group of volunteers who love the world of Warhammer and wish to see it succeed, so your time is definitely not wasted. Both PvP and PvE are, in my opinion, incredibly fun in Warhammer Online, but what truly makes the game special and has earned the love of so many is its deep and intricate combat system that genuinely encourages teamwork and skillful play, standing in stark contrast to the simplified, watered-down mechanics that many modern MMOs have adapted nowadays. Each of the 24 classes offer unique gameplay and mechanics to master, having to combine talent trees, different specializations and builds, and then work together with the other players and careers to unlock the full potential of what your characters are capable of. For example, tanks are more than just meat shields in Warhammer Online. Here they have the most duties from any MMO I've ever played, having to guard their allies with multiple special abilities, strategically knock away potential threats, massively reduce enemy damage, and control whole battlefields. Each role and career in Return of Reckoning has a unique purpose, offering a rewarding and satisfying learning curve for players who enjoy MMOs that value dedication and knowledge. With patience and practice, you will learn how to take on overwhelming odds, whether it's a challenging swarm of enemies with a small elite group of yours, or standing your ground with a single guild to defend a keep against an entire army. And when you succeed, those moments feel absolutely incredible. That's what makes Warhammer Online so addicting and why it's earned the loyalty of so many hardcore PvP players for well over a decade. Now, if all of that wasn't enough, then in today's landscape, the most charming and refreshing aspect of Warhammer Online is that it is 100% free to play with no strings attached. There are no fees to get started with the game, no fees to unlock any content or fully experience everything that exists, and there are 0 microtransactions to unlock the coolest looking gear or mounts. Everything is free for you to download, explore, and enjoy, available at returnofreckoning.com whenever you'd like. If this got you excited to begin, I have a bunch of brand new guides on the channel available for new players especially, and the warcam.com fan site is full of additional written guides to make the game look and run better for you. So what do you think? Hope this got you interested in Warhammer Online, and if so, like and subscribe for more Warhammer content on this channel, as there's a lot more coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time.